Reckon, mate? I've done everything I can, and I hope the judges really, really like my meal.
You have all completed your first ever challenge. Well done. We will taste your dishes and pick the 10 least impressive. Those 10 will go into an elimination challenge.
I'll feel terrible if I go home on the first day. I want to be given a chance to show something other than my first dish.
Of course, we won't be tasting all of your delicious food on our own. There's someone missing. He is an award-winning food critic, and he is, of course, Mr. Matt Preston.
When Matt Preston walked into the room, I just thought, oh my God, he's going to be eating my food. And that was a very scary moment.
I'm expecting great things from you, 50. You're here to become a master chef. I want vibrant flavors, and I want imaginative, successful dishes. I don't want to see char grilled vegetable, hunk of beef wrapped in prosciutto. Yawn. We've seen it. And if you can't cook with fire, if you can't cook with a barbecue, you have no place in this competition.
Today has been exciting. The barbecue. It seems simple, but it ain't. So keep your fingers crossed, and we're looking forward to tasting the first dish. Keep your fingers crossed, and we're looking forward to tasting the first dish. Gentlemen.
I'm just starting to get sweaty, and I'm just like, oh, I hope they like it.
I'm feeling quite worried at this point. They've all got very stern looks on their faces, and I'm just hoping one of them will crack a smile or something.
As the judges walked over to taste my food, I was very nervous. Their eyes pierce into you.
Jason, tell us what you've cooked.
I've cooked a shoulder of snapper, fresh prawn, with caramelised smashed banana reduction with a hint of mint.
Wish me luck, George. I'm a bit nervous about this caramelised banana. Jason, I really struggle with the whole banana and the fish thing. But worse than that, the prawns aren't cooked. The snapper's just cooked. So for me, honestly, there's not much to like about their dish. Sorry.
No problems.
You might possibly be 20 years ahead of your time. I don't think you are. It's a poor dish.
As I see the judges walking over, huge tightening of the stomach and feeling a bit shaky, and it's not going to be easy to impress them.
Claire?
Yes.
Dish.
Chicken cooked 2 ways with a little Asian salad served on some grilled pineapple.
The only way to eat it is to do it like that. If you eat chicken, you want to lick your fingers afterwards, it's a good chicken, so well done. I love that dish.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What I don't like about it is nothing. I love it. I think it's great.
Thanks,
fantastic. Well done.
Thank
Good job.
you.
Good stuff. Well done.
It was all positive, and I was a little shocked, to be honest.
I like that. And you've grilled the vegetables really, really carefully.
Thank you.
The beans, the prawns, the smoked chicken. Wow, a dish with so much flavour. It's huge.
That is a cracking dish. I love the salad. Really nice combination of flavours. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
As the judges were walking over, my heart sank. Gary was smiling at me. I think they knew what I'd done.
Jake! Gary. How are you? Show us your hand. Oh, my goodness. Right, OK. Tell us what the dish is.
Just salt and pepper prawns with a eye fillet and a sweet and sour salad.
OK. And how would you like the steak cooked? How did you cook it? Medium? Medium rare? Rare?
Well, I like it rare. I think it'll be a little bit over that.
Bit of a flavour confusion. You don't know classic Aussie surf and turf.
Yep.
It's certainly better than a lot of dodgy pub meals I've had, that's for sure, but it's a little bit disjointed.
Yep.
I actually commend you for putting up a dish, considering you were knocked out for half an hour.
My heart was just pounding. I thought that they could hear it. It was that loud.
Joanne.
Hello.
What have you cooked for us?
I've made fillet of snapper, a tahini sauce, tartoor, we call it in Arabic, with walnuts, garlic, bit of lemon. That's how my parents make it. It's really delicious. Not sure about the fish because it's the first time I've ever filleted fish.
Wow.
So I hope you like it.
Someone that's never filleted fish before, I commend you, because I remember the first fish I ever filleted. It was an absolute massacre. But putting that fish aside, I absolutely love that. I love this dip. I love it because you put me on a journey. You've allowed some soul in it. Very proud of yourself.
Thank you. What I have accomplished today has made me so proud. It helps me to think, I'm here, I'm good, I can do this. Yeah.
This is lovely and moist, and probably the moistest and softest out of the whole snapper that we've tasted today.
The syrup around the outside is magnificent.
Can I tell you, I love that. Who said you can't make a moussaka without meat in it? So well done.
Thanks.
Gard,
Yeah.
tell me about the dish.
I was going to make pork, and I went and took the shoulder, saying, oh, that's pork. But it's lamb. I tasted it and found out it was lamb. And with it, I made some cabbage, and goes normally well with pork. Maybe I'm lucky and I won't be in the pressure test. Just take it as it comes. That's all you can do.
I'm tasting the flavour of the fennel, and I'm tasting that wonderful, the sweetness of the apple, the saltiness of the prosciutto, and I'm going, that's fantastic. And then suddenly, bang, it's lamb.
Yep.
And it just throws the dish off for me.
I know.
I'm not really 100% happy with what I've done. It makes me feel even more anxious.
Adele, thank you for bringing us enough food for 20 people.
Adele?
Yes?
It's a grilled shoulder of lamb. It's a bit overcooked. From this point onwards, it needs to be better than that.
Sarah, you're a detective?
I am.
Is this like a stakeout?
Sort of.
It's one of those CSI moments, isn't it? I reckon that's under medium.
Dominic, what is really weird is those mushrooms. It's like medicine.
I think, you know, the steak's overcooked. Don't fall at the first hurdle.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Ooh.
The meat doesn't work.
The judges are coming towards me and I'm the last person to have my dish tasted, and I'm thinking they are just going to be so full, they're not going to want to eat anything.
Marion, we have just tasted 49 dishes. You are number 50, the lucky last dish. How are you feeling?
Pretty nervous, actually.
What is this?
It's a Thai barbecue prawn salad, and the prawns have been marinated in coriander root, garlic and peppercorns.
What's the taste?
Oi. Leave some in the bowl, huh?
I hate chili. Makes me sweat. But I love that dish.
Cool.
That is absolutely gorgeous. It's refreshing. It's flavoursome. It's gutsy. My mouth is still salivating. That is absolutely fantastic.
Cool. It was just such a relief to find out that they actually liked it.
After the break,
I'm going to call out some names. Please step forward.
The best and the worst are revealed.
The 10 of you will now face an elimination challenge.
Who will survive the Donna Hay pressure test?
I love this dish.
Top 50. Gary, Matt and I have tasted your dishes and made a decision on the top performers of the day, as well as the least impressive 10 dishes. I'm about to call some names out. When I do, please step forward. Joanne. Claire. Marion.
Claire, Marion, Joanne, the three of you produced the best dishes of the day. Well done. Congratulations. Claire, how do you feel about it?
I feel surprised and honoured, and I'm looking forward to the next instalment.
Marion, have you got more in the bag?
Absolutely. You haven't seen half of it.
Oh, fight and talk. That's what we like. And Joanne, who at home would be proud of what you've done today?
My husband. He has supported me and wanted me to do this for such a long time, and I just know he'd be very proud.
The worst 10 performers today are going to be in a pressure test, and I'm hoping that it's not me.
I'm going to call out some names. Please step forward.
At this point, I feel that I am a reasonable chance to be in the bottom 10, and I am very nervous.
Jason. Amanda. Nicolette. God. Dominic. Michelle. Adele. Mark. Sarah.
I hear the 9 names called and mine's not in it, and I think there's been some mistake.
If I do get through after this hiccup, I'm going to have to dig deep.
Shani.
I know I deserve to be here, and I would have felt terrible if I wasn't.
The 10 of you will now face an elimination challenge.
You don't need to look so glum, and I'll tell you why. The fact that Julie faced the first elimination in the first MasterChef. Strangely enough, many of the contestants that ended up doing most of the eliminations went through to the top 10. And you know what happened? Is they used these eliminations to learn something, the opportunity to cook, and that's why you're here.
This is your chance to show us how good you really are. Good luck.
I know I'm in the bottom 10. I know I'm facing elimination, but I also know that I've got to pick myself up and fight to stay in MasterChef.
This elimination challenge is your lifeline to stay in this competition. Half of you will be going forward, half of you will be going home.
For such an important challenge, we've invited a very special guest, one of the most influential cooks in the world. She sold over 3.5 million copies of her 17 cookbooks. She is, of course, Donna Hay.
When I saw Donna Hay, I was like, oh my God, I'm cooking for my idol.
I'm Donna Hay, cookbook author, magazine editor. My food philosophy is quite straightforward. It's fast, fresh and simple. To be a success in the food industry, you need lots of persistence, lots of hard work, sprinkle it with some creativity, and you just might get there.
Donna, welcome. What one bit of advice would you give to our hopeful MasterChef contestants?
You're going to get knocked down a few times, but it's about dusting yourself off, putting your smiley, graceful face back on, and getting on with it.
Donna has brought along a dish today that is a much-loved Australian classic. We all know it. I love this dish.
We're all wondering what it's going to be, and I'm just dreading a dessert of any description. My real weakness, probably.
I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, Donna Hay, dessert queen, it's going to be desserts. I'm pretty good at pastry, so I'm thinking as long as it's pastry and not eggs, I'm going to do okay.
Oh, the tension! What's under there? Donna, can you please reveal the dish that these 10 contestants will be cooking today in the elimination? Donna.